Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to Free Hammers. I hope you're all enjoying the World Cup, for the football side of it. Let's forget about the other stuff. We all know what's going on. It's right to speak about it, but as a channel, we leave that to the news and stuff like that who have, more knowledge on that stuff. There's a few bits of West Ham news. I was avoiding making videos because it wasn't that great, and it's a lot of recycled stuff that a lot of other channels have already put out. So I thought it's only fair, to give my opinion on it. The Declan Rice stuff has come out, about the West Ham are prepared to listen to bids. Listen, it's no news. We knew that anyway. I've been saying it on the channel for a couple of years that I thought he would stay for Mark Noble's last season. And depending on how good that season was, so last season, he would maybe give us another year to try and have that final push. I think winning Europa League last year would have, potentially have got him to sign a new contract. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I'm sure he would have loved nothing more than to have been, the first West Ham captain to take us into the Champions League. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, and it certainly isn't going to happen this year unless some miracle happens. He may still be the first captain in a long time to lift a trophy with that Conference League, and and I think for Dex that would be a fitting way for him to leave the club. If we were to win it, keep us in Europe for another year, he can go out with his head held high. Listen, you will never hear a critical word from me in terms of the man's performance levels. I think, like I say, I think he'd want nothing more than to achieve those goals with West Ham. But it's just not the case. Whether it's the famous jinx, the curse, we're the only team who bring players in, it just doesn't work out, and we always just miss that chance to really touch the sky. Listen, loads of clubs are interested. We all know Chelsea have been interested for a very long time, and he is a Chelsea fan. Manchester United need a midfielder like that. Liverpool need a midfielder like that. So I expect a few bids to be in there. I see a few channels talking about it, and anything around that 100 mil mark, it's a good price. It is a good price. If he has a worldie of a World Cup, which he did play really well the other night, barring what Sky Sports thought. I thought he was excellent, him and Jude. That price may go up a little bit more, and that's what you hope. You just want his price to be as high as it can, and so we can go out and get some players with that money. The questions from that, do I trust the board to spend that money, or do I trust David Moyes to spend that money? Not really. And if it is the case that they are going to sell him, that player better be identified now. Can we go and get the guy that they see as the replacement? I don't know who that is. Does he want to come? Is he available? Go get it done. And then, like I say, it's all about smooth transitions in football, and this is a big one. This is a huge one. Where we've just signed, a Paqueta, a Scamacca, these big players. They'll want to see that ambition. They're the next ones you look at and go, what are they thinking? What's Jarrod Bowen thinking? Although he's had a pretty average season this year, they're the bigger players, and they become the big players, and you've got to keep them happy, keep them inspired, and it's all about who you go out and sign. There are some names, Conor Gallagher. I don't think he's quite a Declan Rice. He's a very good midfielder, and I'll take him. But I think maybe we've got to look at, we're never going to get a Declan Rice player. We're not going to get someone who's got that everything, got the pass, got the drive, can sit and defend. You've got to look at one of his main assets, which is the defending and cutting the passing lanes. Can we find someone like that who will do that job? And then you buy maybe another player that can do the box-to-box stuff, because I don't think you're going to get the full package. Well, West Ham, we can't attract. If Declan Rice was at another club, he would not be coming to West Ham, and that's what we've got to look at. We've got to look at trying to balance that midfield. I tell you, a good midfield in the past like that, is a Leicester midfield. You know, that Ndidi who does the monster work, you've got Tielemans who's the box to box, and then Maddison's the skillful one. And it's getting that balance. And like I say, it's about to, we just got to identify it early and try and get it over the line. There's a few rumours, you know, Wan-Bissaka. I like him. I do like him. He's a good defender. You know, getting slightly wobbly going forward. But he'll do a good job. He's solid. He's a natural right back. Full-back is an issue for us at the moment. The price of 10 million, you've got to say, you know, go and get him. I'll be interested to see what you guys think about that one. Yeah, it's, like I say, the transfer news will start picking up now. Obviously, like I say, as soon as the season kicks off again, there's only 2 games and then it opens the window again. Rumours of Soufal leaving as well, big Craig Dawson as well that we said in the podcast. So yeah, it's just get business done early, you know, get it done early, get them blooded in quick, because we can't mess about, because it's going to be a battle now. You know, we lose to Arsenal, and you lose a couple more, and you are in that battle, and you've got to get yourself up for it. In terms of World Cup, just a little bit to finish on. Teams that have impressed me so far. England, I can't deny it. England did look good. You can only beat who's in front of you. You know, people will sit there and go, oh, it's only this one, that one. If we see Argentina, Brazil putting a performance like that, you'd be going, whoa, they look good. And England did look good. Saka, fantastic. Jude Bellingham, what a player. What a player that young man is. Absolute superstar. If you know, if someone can get him and Rice together at club level, they're going to be sensational. Be very interesting if a club is willing to go that. You know, that's like nearly £250 million worth of talent. As the club got enough to go and do that. Be interesting to see whether a club could do that. France last night, you know, barring that little wobble at the start, looked fantastic. Sharp, quick, passing. Really, really good. And anyone will know, you know, I've got France allegiances, you know, my granddad was French. So, you know, I always had their little soft spot for France, you know, I do, you know, they're a second club to me. Who else impressed me? The Dutch didn't look great. USA looked good, although it was a 1-1. I loved the way they played. High press. They did blow out after an hour. They did impress me, the USA. Obviously the Saudis, what result that was. Saudis beating the Aussies. Got to be one of the biggest upsets ever. You know, up there with when Senegal beat France back in 2002, I think that was. Yeah, that was a huge shock, that was. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Still looking forward to Brazil tomorrow. Can't wait to see them play. Belgium tonight, that's another big club. But yeah, I always think the World Cup don't kick off until Brazil play. So I can't wait for that tomorrow. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for the lack of videos recently, but literally there hasn't been that much news. Until next time, come on you irons, keep believing. Let's go.